All right. So today in class we're looking at this parabola, which is, y is equal to 12 minus 3x squared, and a semicircle which is inscribed in it. Now, when we do this, we have a point where the semicircle is going to meet the parabola. That point is going to be xy. And at that point, we know that we have a right triangle for the radius. We know that this value is x, and the value of the y is the height at which the x value is touching this parabola. So the y value is really that 12 minus 3x squared. So what we need to do is we need to find the radius. So since it's a right triangle, we use Pythagorean theorem. So we get x squared plus y squared is equal to r squared. Now we know the y is really the 12 minus the 3x squared, so that's what we'll plug in. So you have x squared plus 12 minus 3x squared equals the radius squared. So that's going to give us the radius is equal to the square root of that summation. So x squared plus 12 minus 3x squared. Good. So now that we know the radius of the inscribed semicircle, we now also know the area is equal to pi over 2 r squared. We know what the radius is, so that's pi over 2 times the square root of x squared plus 12 minus 3x squared and squared, because it's radius squared, which is just going to get rid of the square root. So we have pi over 2 times x squared plus 12 minus 3x squared. Good. Remember, that's still area. Now we want to differentiate. So when we differentiate, we get a prime is equal to pi over 2, and we're going to start taking, start differentiating this. We get 2x plus, we're going to use chain rule, so it's 2 times 12 minus 3x squared. Times negative 6x. Good. We can see here that we have a factor of 2 that we can now cancel. So this 2 cancels out with that 2. So we're left with a prime is equal to pi times x, distribute the negative 6x, so we have minus 72x plus 18x to the third. Good. Alright, now that we have our derivative, now we're going to set our derivative equal to 0. So we're going to combine those two terms, and we can factor out an x. So you have x pi times negative 71 plus 18x squared. That is our derivative. We're going to set that equal to 0. And we're going to solve for x. So we have x is equal to 0 on this side. And we have x is equal to plus or minus the square root of 71 over 18. Now, we're going to reject the negative because we're talking about a length, and the square root is 71 over 18. When you type that in your calculator, you're going to get is x is equal to 1.986062548. Great. Thanks. See you tomorrow.